Hi, I'm back. So in the previous video, we got an enlightenment about the web. And today, we're gonna have a breakthrough about web development and the tools and the technologies at play. So isn't it exciting? Let's get into it. So what is the web made of? When you're in front of a web app or a website, what's in front of you is basically HTML, CSS, and JavaScript in all its glory, in all its modesty. So we can just directly write an HTML, a CSS, and a JavaScript file, and we're done. We can also get the help of services and not code anything, and we have a website. Or we can also have a dynamically generated website. So there, the CSS, the HTML, and the JavaScript would be generated by backend tools from servers, databases, API calls, and multiple technologies at play. And even more, that's how we get the result. Okay, so now let's talk more about the front end. As we said before, it is what you can see and interact with. So it's the result of HTML. HTML describes the content, just like this. And CSS describes the appearance and can do more. Then JavaScript makes our web app or website alive. So we can choose from directly coding our HTML, CSS, and JS file. Let's do that right now. We're gonna do it. We're really gonna do it. We can do that, but that's quite sad. Secondly, we can use services. There are services like Squarespace or Wix. They can help us make a website in minutes. And the way to do that, let's try it. Let's try it. And we're done! How fast was that? We can also use the power of content management systems like WordPress. So we're gonna talk more about these in other videos, but they are basically more customizable, but they require more work too. And last but not least, we can use frameworks on the front end part. So the most popular frameworks right now are React, Vue.js, and Angular. Now let's talk about the backend. And if we need to do the backend, that means that we've made our choice. We make the backend. So it is generally an engine that ties the whole thing together. We're doing it with programming languages. To name a few, there are JavaScript, Python, and PHP. So as our backend should live somewhere, we need a server or a web hosting. So for example, we can work with DigitalOcean or OVH. We can get virtual private server from there. We can also work with Google or AWS for a compute engine. And we would also need a database. It stores all the data. It can use SQL, works with tables, or NoSQL. We can also use GraphQL, which is more of an API that works amazingly with databases. It is easy to use, but it's quite hard to approach. Next, talking about the programming languages, if we use JavaScript or TypeScript too, we can use Express.js, which is the go-to Node web server. Next.js, which gives you a flexible and reactive website with wonderful SEO. Next we have Python, we have PHP, PHP has two dominant frameworks. First is Laravel, which has a simple and fast coding approach. And there is Symfony, which is full-featured and has a large community. I think we're gonna stop here for today. I hope that was helpful. If it was, hit the like button and leave a comment below. So, see you in the next video.